China is very safe. Coming from Nigeria, you appreciate the safety of China. You can be out walking at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. You're not even thinking, like, there's no thought of what will happen to me. You're just walking as a woman. I've never been to any country as safe as China. I didn't have a great first 24 hours in China. Like, I think the first thing that really shocked me was they still use this whole pit system of toilet. When I got into school, I think they were like on a break, so I didn't get to see so many people. They just like took me straight to the dorm. The admission thing was on hold, so I couldn't even see anybody, and it was very cold. That was another thing. It was very cold.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of More Than Headlines. With me today, I have my very good friend, Dr. Idiongo.
Hi guys, my name is Idiongo. I'm a medical doctor. Yeah.
Today, our topic would be the hidden struggles of Nigerians in China. Okay, so let's start from you leaving Nigeria, landing China, boom, culture shock. So, when did you realize that you were not a priority?
Let me take you back to how I even landed in China in the first place. Yes. So, I wanted to fast forward, but rewind to, what year was it? I can't remember the year, but I think 6 years ago. My dad, I was in foundation, that's like A-levels at the time. Then I was on my mind, I was preparing, I'm going to UK to do microbiology, the pre-degree before medicine.
Yeah.
Then my father just hit me with this whole China thing. I was already prepared. He had the whole agent, everything. You're going there. I just come back home and he gives me the what they call it, the admission letter and everything that I'm going to China. And I was like, no way, because I did not know anything about China prior to that. What do we know about that? I've never heard anybody going to study in China. So I was like, no, I'd rather even study. Let me just do the medicine here. I don't want to go to China. But after the battle, I landed in China. The culture shock, because I think coming from the fact that I did not even want to go there in the first place, I didn't have a great first 24 hours in China. I think the first thing that really shocked me was when I got to my school and I go in and I see in China, not to even get to, but they still use this whole pit system of toilet.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Pit
but
toilet.
Yeah, but it's not as archaic as it's they make it work. It flushes and all and everything.
Okay.
So I think that was the first thing that hit me, and I was like, what am I doing here? Then the language barrier, everything. I was just like, no, I cannot do this. And I did not have anybody. I think that was another thing. No family member. I didn't know of anybody that was there. So it was really terrible. I remember I called my mom and I was crying. I was like, I need to come back home. I need to come back. I cannot do this. But
were there no Nigerians in your class?
Yeah. At the time, when I got into school, I think they were on a break, so I didn't get to see so many people. They just took me straight to the dorm. The admission thing was on hold, so I couldn't even see anybody. Just kept me somewhere. It was they were keeping me there to wait basically till they got back in. So I didn't see anybody. It was just me alone and it was very cold. That was another thing. It was very cold. So I was just the loneliness and in the cold and the Chinese, nobody's even understanding you. I don't know how to figure out anything, how to buy anything, how to get food. I felt stranded. But then, as we get into it, it got better. It got better.
So you did not meet anybody I know that if a foreigner came to Nigeria, they would actually meet Nigerians that would be oh, let me help you.
Yeah.
So no. Chinese
Chinese people just they just all ignore me. Nobody cares because there's so many there's so many black people there. It was even my city. So many students. So they just see you and just what's their business with you? But you meet a lot of foreigners that would help you. That's why it got better. I think the next day or even that evening, some people came. When they see somebody's coming in for the first time, people come in and oh, where are you coming from? What country? Then they start to help you around. So you meet a lot of foreigners that would see that you're lost. You can see that okay, this person is just for the first time here, so they would help you. But Chinese people, they couldn't care. They don't even care. What's their business? They're even ignoring you.
Do you think that's rooted in racism? Because then, I know that during COVID, the foreigners the Africans were blamed for bringing COVID into their country. And, I'm imagining the fear you lived in because of that.
Okay, like because of what? The whole foreigners thing, like being blamed for COVID.
Like you guys being blamed for,
generally, let me just address like what you said about the fear you live. There's that fear. Like I always tell people, even if you're not doing anything wrong, I don't know. I think it's just people that have lived in China that understand it. Like you're not doing anything wrong, but it's just that thing where you're just like kind of walking on eggshells constantly, because it just feels like if you enter any tricky situation, any situation that is like a little bit complicated, you're kind of on your own. Because where we even start from? Start explaining, where you nobody's will try to listen to you. So it's very important to be careful as a foreigner, like in China. Especially if you enter issues with Chinese people. That's even worse. But like, it's not like necessarily you live in fear. Like the whole thing that happened with that, let me address the COVID thing. I was hearing about it and I was seeing it was happening a lot in some cities, like I think Guangzhou, where I was even hearing that landlords were kicking out their, saying they're not renting to black people. But I didn't experience it. I didn't even know anybody that experienced it. It wasn't happening in my city. My city was pretty chill. Okay. The only thing we would experience is like you walk into a place and everybody will now wear their mask and be like, they don't want to catch COVID. But it was just like from where, like, and that one is, you're used to it normally, so you're used to it in China, like those tiny, like racism wise, is like this little should I call it microaggressions, like from, sometimes even comes from, like most times actually comes from a place of ignorance.
Of course.
Yeah, it comes from a place of ignorance. Like, it's almost like there are so many foreigners, like there's so many black people in like my city, to be specific, but they still act like they're seeing you for the first time. So it comes from that thing where you can be walking and someone will just come and like touch your skin and just be like trying to do like they want to clean it. Like
so ignorant.
Or like touching your hair or just making videos of you. Sometimes when you're not in a bad mood, it's not really, you just laugh it off. But sometimes it can be very rude because they will like put a phone in your face, and the dirty looks too they give you when you come in. Like they look at you like, who is this person? Also, you sit, in a subway or in a bus, you sit and they stand up. You enter a room, they walk out. Serious? And just very rude. Sometimes you hear, go home. But it's not those ones are not very like common. But it's just some of them that just have this bitterness and anger towards black people. So but it's never aggressive. At least I've never seen any. But it's just these tiny things where they are very rude to you or something. But they're the ones that really like black people. So, but
you also mentioned earlier about that feeling of not being a priority.
Oh yeah. It like boils down to like what I was saying earlier. If something happens, if something happens, like I can paint like many scenarios, like especially with rent, like landlord issues and stuff like that. Even when you're not in the wrong, there are just some situations that sometimes people get to bully you because it's almost like you don't have a right. But it's almost like you don't have a right. Like even if it feels like if this situation gets to like the law or something, they'll always have the edge over you, the upper hand over you. So sometimes like I had situations where I felt like bullied by Chinese people. Situations where you feel like this should not be happening. Especially with like landlord issues, like when they try to cheat you or somebody's just trying to cheat you basically, and you cannot fight for it because it's just like, I'll bring the police, and it's like you're even at fault. But it's like once they start to mention that police, and they know that foreigners are scared
of police,
because even if you're not doing anything, you don't just know where you end up.
But what's the worst that would happen if police comes?
I don't even know, because it never happened to me, but I don't know, because we see a lot of situations where foreigners get arrested for maybe sometimes it's even their faults, like maybe drug fraud, and you land in maybe detention or the cell or holding, whatever. And the thing is, especially for my school, they always used to say that if you get arrested, if you even get into like for question or anything, they would like cancel your
school. For real?
Yes, and they will not even give you, that's what we always used to hear, they won't give you a fair chance to even understand why you were even there. It's just like you were arrested, so they're canceling. It's just going to like taint your record, and it could it could get more complicated than it needs to. So it's just like avoid it. Avoid it. Some people have had experience where they go and they can still come out fine, but especially with like study visas, it's really bad. It might be hard to get the next. And with China, you keep on renewing like every 6 months, every year. It's not like they give you 6 years visa.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they don't give you 6 years because they want to be able to have that control.
Over.
Yeah, yeah.
God, that's so tough.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't want anything that you're going to the immigration and everything is so documented. You're going to the immigration and they're like, you were here for, so it's just like avoid it. So once they just say police, everybody's just like, been in situations like that, like been in situations where it was even one very funny story that happened to me and my housemate at the time. I don't even know what happened. The guy just did not like us at all. Like right from the first day we moved in. Okay. So they were using this whole noise complaints as a reason to really bully us.
Music.
Like that particular night, nothing was even happening. Like we're both sleeping. We had class the next day. We're sleeping.
Okay.
And he just comes up and starts banging on the door. That his wife, something, his baby is sleeping. We're like, nobody's even awake. Next thing, we start hearing like loud banging, everything. Police comes in. He said that his wife, his mother fainted from the noise. I don't even know what they were saying. Like it was just because they're also speaking Chinese. They're trying to translate. They came and started searching us and started checking our passports. That's how like you get into trouble. Just like little things like that. We had to.
But you guys are not playing music.
No, but like nobody was even active. Like everybody was asleep.
So how was that resolved?
They came and started checking other things that did not even bring them there. Start looking for drugs, you get things like that. So in that type of situation now, like if you were to see something, it will not even be about the noise again. It will now be, okay, maybe your visa is not up to date, something is not, they will not start checking for other commas or something that could implicate you. So you get things like that. You don't just want, so when you start having somebody that's looking like they want to deal with you, it's just better to just like leave the situation.
So did they let you guys go or?
Yeah, they didn't find anything, of course. So they just came and after checking, and it was like, this is not even about noise again. They were checking. They now said, we should not make noise again. They now left. So we're just like, we need to move out.
So you guys moved out?
Yeah, we moved out. Like, that's
so what do you think? Like, do you think Chinese people are bullies? I don't know. I'm not going to generalize. But so I think
everybody can be a bully.
Well, because I'm saying this because I know like Chinese companies in Lagos that bully their staff. In fact, they make you feel like...
You Lagos. I want to say, is it the Abuja thing?
No.
The thing that was happening in Abuja with not allowing... okay, don't worry. There was this whole thing that was happening in Abuja, how like foreigners, Nigerians were not allowed into the estate. They had the Chinese estate.
Okay, not even that one. Like I know companies. There's a big company in Nigeria, a very big brand that treats their Nigerian staff horribly. In fact, it's a car company. They treat people horribly. They make you feel as if you should be privileged to work with them. And sometimes you see that the Nigerians that work with them have masters. And for certain roles that they know that they're supposed to pay high, they'd rather bring their Chinese people. And you see that some of these Chinese, maybe they just have a degree, or sometimes they didn't even finish their degree or something, but they'll bring those people and place them over Nigerians, and the bullying is crazy.
I think that one is general. Generally, our, like, as Nigerians, I want to say even as Black people, as Nigerians, our... Even besides even them, even for us, our self-worth is low. Like, it's always a thing where...
My self-worth is not low.
No. Sorry, not self-worth. Sorry, not self-worth being low, but it's that thing where they just kind of look at you as less than generally. I don't even think it's a Chinese thing.
They
and it's like the opposite for us, because like when foreigners come in, they are kind of looked at as higher than, in a way.
Do Nigerians think that they are lower than the Chinese? I don't
think, no, I won't say that. I won't say that. But I'm just saying generally, that's how Chinese, Chinese people are like, I think they are quite, like, should I say, prideful. Like, they really feel like they are that guys. But I won't say like they are bullies. I just think I think it's general world thing. Generally, they don't really rate us as much sometimes. Like generally, like as an African, especially in workspaces. Though now it's changing, like thankfully. But so I don't know. I won't say that they are bullies. And they are very nice Chinese people too. Like,
of course, I'm sure
they're very nice Chinese people. But I think it's that thing where they know that you're in their territory. Like they're in their territory, and You don't have rights.
No,
there.
they're actually like there are people who have worked with Chinese people in Nigeria and have had horrible experiences, and there are also people that have had great experiences with them. So I'm not generalizing, but to see that it's a common, I don't know, it's looking like a common trait.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to schooling, back to what took you to China.
Yeah.
So, I know that medical school was not easy, but no clinical experience. How did you cope with that?
Do you know the thing? Funny enough, I didn't even know that it was not normal. Because I've not done medical school before. That's my first time doing medical school. So it's what is my reality that is normal to me.
Yeah.
It's until I go back here for my clinical rotation. I decided to do it in Nigeria, by the way. So when I came to do it here, and everywhere I will go to, they'll be like, oh, okay, so this is the second one you're doing. How was the first? They'll be asking me questions about the first one. I'm like, second, this is my first one. They're like, you didn't do clinical in fourth year. And I was like, no, everybody now makes it a whole. They even go and start telling other doctors to come in and be like, she did not do. And they're like, where did you school? I'm like, oh God. They're even telling me, I don't think you should. I think you should even start again. It was just like a whole dramatic thing.
Medical school again?
No, they're like saying like maybe if it's possible for you to come back and start like fourth year or something again.
Wow.
So that's when I realized, okay, it's actually a big deal that we're doing like clinical rotations. But I don't want to generalize it and say it's China, because I like met other like China trained doctors in like Abuja, and a couple of them said they had clinical, but my school personnel did not have. They want to say it's because of COVID. Yeah, that's what they say. Okay. But I feel it has
a racist undertone to be there.
But I feel like there you cannot just say it's COVID, because there were so many other chances for us to have done it. Yeah. Because the COVID was not. I know every other day in China, they will say, okay, COVID is back. So they were saying that hospital is like a high-risk area. So you cannot go to hospitals because it's high risk. That's how we never entered the hospital. And it's strange to actually think about it. Like, I went through 6 years. And I never entered it. I never did like...
Crazy.
It's like, I cannot see
studying a course and not having practical.
And for something that is medicine. So that's actually crazy.
Theory. You're a medical doctor, but you only study theory, no practical.
When they made me understand the severity of it, I was shocked. I was like, wait, this actually
as a somebody that did not study I understand how serious. Like, I had friends, neighbors, people that did medicine, and I used to hear, stories they told about. Yeah,
I think for us there, we were just coasting. It was just more like, you will not even know, because it's just that everybody's not doing it. So it's like, okay, like nobody's going to hospital now. So who carry you there?
Strange. It didn't feel strange.
But then we also were asking, because I think they made a promise that like in the final year we'll come back and we'll do some like some lab work and stuff, but it never happened. So we're asking about it, and it was just like at this point, they just want to even just graduate people.
They just want people to I don't even think you guys were being treated.
Yeah, and fairly. I heard some rumors that Chinese people were doing it. Our Chinese counterparts were doing it.
Wow.
So I heard some rumors. So it was just, and it's that thing. I think it boils down to that thing that you cannot, I don't know if to say it's impossible to practice there. Let me not say it's impossible, because maybe there's someone practicing there, but it's not common for us to stay back and practice medicine.
We had a conversation one time on the court, and you mentioned that maybe Nigerians are not allowed to practice in China.
Yeah, it's not common, to stay back and practice. Like, it's not something, you pass, you have their license, and you can, like, how in US, you stay back and...
Do they even give Africans license to practice there?
Technically, when you pass the exam of a country, you have the license. Okay. So technically, we should, but I won't say we have the... I don't know.
Do they allow you guys to do the exams? That's even it.
Yeah, like graduation exams are the license exams of a country.
Okay.
You get like... Graduation exams are the license exams of the country. Okay. If I study in Nigeria, I won't have to come and write Nigerian exams.
Okay, true.
The normal exams are the license exams. So I think there are not a lot of people. I don't even hear about it, but maybe there's somebody out there practicing in, but it's not very common. So I think it's that thing where they know that when you're done, you're all going to go back to your country or whatever country and practice. You're not going to practice. So it's more like, even if, because think about it, if you know that this 300 people you are graduating are going to stay back and work here, won't you be scared that they have never been to a hospital before?
Of course.
But it's a thing where it's just like, when you're done, we're graduating and you go and move on. So I think I think there's that thing too. So that's what people always say. It's almost like, it's not you're not our problem when you're done.
I think that school owes you guys an explanation.
Yeah, I think it's
in a sane world or sane country, they should be sued. Like, how do you graduate doctors that are not doctors, as far as I'm concerned? No, come on, you guys did the theory. Do you understand?
Yeah.
No, now you did the theory. The only good thing is that you're not in Nigeria. You're coming to do the exams in Nigeria.
Yeah, that really helps.
You've had
clinical experience. I got here.
Yes, get clinical experience here. But like, it's not fair that you paid all that school fees, went through all that stress. How many years?
6 years.
6 years of medical school.
You know, like there were some people, some of my class, like colleagues, class people that were in Nigeria since second year, because they went home for the first holiday that COVID happened.
Yeah.
They didn't allow them come back till we graduated. So they did the course online completely.
Gracious goodness. Well, they did medical school online.
Basically. But that's the thing. That's why China degree was shaky a bit. Especially this COVID. We that were like COVID people.
I don't think,
we did it
like,
online.
now I'm talking as if I'm you. I don't think you would advise somebody to read medicine in China. But I think things like maybe computer science or maybe any entrepreneurial course would work.
I won't say don't read medicine in China, because like I said, this is just my reality from my school.
Okay.
And maybe now people are going to hospital. Not maybe, I think they're going to hospital now because the COVID ban is completely lifted.
Okay.
So everything is back to normal, like how it was before we got there. Because when we got there, COVID basically. So yeah, but I like I said, I personally had like a close friend during this thing in Abuja, and her experience was different. She even showed me videos of surgeries, things she was doing in China. So I think I won't say generally, I'll just say probably our reality. But I hope it's better now.
Okay, so you also mentioned how you played it safe in China. How you did like, I'm surprised you didn't make even
Chinese
one
friend.
Chinese friend.
I would meet Chinese people here and there. I have contacts, but not like nothing that was as deep as a friendship.
Okay, acquaintances, business partners, or business people.
Yeah, and also that part. So there are people even till now. Maybe I text when I want to like order things for people. Okay. But it's not friendship. I won't say friendship. But there are like some Chinese people that are familiar to me. But yeah, so I would say I played it safe here, because there are people that I have friends that have like Chinese besties and all, but my circle was very much familiar. Nigerians, my South Africans.
That was rooted in racism. I don't know, because
I just never met anyone that clicked for me, because I feel like the Chinese people I even met that were nice, like the young Chinese people I would meet like in school that were nice. Some of them is almost like a fetish. Like, I don't know. It like doesn't seem natural.
It's almost like they are friends with you so that they can.
Yeah, it's just like they are
get
fetish.
close to a black person. Find out,
it seems like a fetish. It's just like, it doesn't feel like how, okay, let me say I meet you, we click, we banter, we're like guys. Maybe also maybe the way they also go about their friendship is different. This is just very, so I just feel like if I'd done it, would have been forced. I never met anybody that felt natural for me. Just like, you meet the nice ones and it's good. They're nice and all, but it's not like, it's just like what's the middle ground? Like, what's the middle ground? Some of them are just like, they're just touching you and you're just like, so just like, it's not natural.
I've actually seen videos of people touching people on the street, and I'm like,
oh real? Yeah, they do that one. Just be walking and someone is pulling your hair.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Crazy story. One time I went to one city like that in South for like vacation. Yeah. I think I went with my friends. I think that city, not even I can count how many black people I saw on that trip. I didn't even see one. What am I even say I can count? Like, I didn't see one black person on that trip. I saw a couple of foreigners, like white foreigners, but I didn't see one. It almost felt like we're the only black people in that city. Okay. So everywhere we go, oh my God, everywhere we would go, the looks. It got so bad. Everywhere, pictures. So it got so bad at some point that we're tired.
You were celebrities.
Like, we were tired. When you're passing, they start shouting, Waigworen, that's foreigner, like Waigworen or Waigworen basically. Then they will now be asking you like, what country are you from? All those things. Then they will be taking so many pictures. It got so bad that my friend was just like, anybody that comes to meet me to take a picture again, like meet us take a picture, she's charging them. And she started doing it too. And they would pay. Like it became
You
a
were in
business.
business.
We were like a museum. Like we went to, so it was like this tourist thing because it was like a tourist city. We'll be sitting there. What they came there for? They are not even doing it. They are coming. We're like the attraction. Then they'll just come. We give them like QR code. They will scan and pay. Like it started like a joke, but that's how these people were paying. We should just give them the bill and
How
they'll
much did
actually
you
pay.
people make?
Like we made a lot. We treated us for like dinner. We had dinner, food, drinks, everything.
That's
that
a good
night
one.
with that money, and we're like couple of girls.
Wow.
Like she'll just give them the bill and they'll just scan and pay. They'll now come back and say, okay, maybe they brought another person. They want to take with their daughter, they'll pay again. Like it was like they were willing to pay money
Please,
to take
I should
pictures
go to
with
that
me.
place. They've never seen somebody
I'd
as
never
dark
seen
as
that.
myself.
That one will not fly in my city, Sha. My city, they're too used to us.
They'll be.
They're too used to us to pay.
So do you know how to speak Mandarin?
Hidden.
Small.
That's little. Yeah, small.
Oh, okay. So
Enough to get by.
So living in China, I'm sure that you got accustomed to their cuisine.
Yeah,
Or
that
were,
one
were
I
you
love.
were you the Nigerian that was still looking for a
no.
in China?
That thing would always piss me off. I don't know. I think it's because I'm very adventurous with food.
Yeah.
Like I love to explore food.
Okay.
Even when I was going back like for a couple of months, someone was telling me, please make sure you pack all the leaves, the afang, the egusi, pack all. I'm like, why am I going there to eat that? I want to eat their food. I know I enjoy Chinese food. So
Did you ever come back? Like when you were there, did you come back? Okay.
one time.
Okay, only one.
That when I did my rotation, the one I was talking about, before I now went back for graduation.
Okay.
So yeah, I came back one time. But I couldn't come back like at all because there was COVID ban. Nobody could come in or go out.
Okay.
For the whole like 4 years. So yeah.
Okay.
But I enjoy Chinese food. I love Chinese food. That one I would.
So on a lighter note, you went to China and you came back and your style had evolved. You became you became a Chinese Barbie girl.
No.
I remember looking at your Instagram. I think I mentioned it to you earlier.
Yeah.
I saw the way you dress is so Chinese to me.
And people would always tell me that I look Chinese.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like even in China.
There's this shoe.
I think my eyes.
There's this shoe that you wore or one of your Instagram pictures. If you wear that shoe in Nigeria, it's strange, but if you wear it, people understand.
What can I say?
So Chinese, but okay. We understand that.
When in China, I do like
of course
the Chinese. Yeah.
Act like the Chinese.
People say, but I don't know. It's not on purpose. I don't know. I think I just have like a strange style.
You don't think you're more Chinese now?
No, maybe
Like
before.
fashion-wise. But I know that the
I don't
Chinese
think
are
so.
very fashionable. Though.
Yeah, they are. That's why I don't even mind because like they are very big on streetwear. And like back then, I was very into the whole streetwear. I was actually inspired by like Chinese streetwear style. Like I would say. So back then, yeah. But now I think I'm dressed more simple.
You're more Nigerian.
Yeah, more Nigerian.
So okay, one big lesson that you brought back from
China?
living in China, being a student in China.
From being a student, that's hard. From being a student in
as well.
China.
Maybe living or being a student.
I think to take more, should I say take more risks? Like to step out of your comfort zone. Because I think like a lot of my time in China, I lived it with fear. Not fear, like not based on like Chinese people or anything. No. It's like China is a beautiful, don't worry, I'll talk more about that. But I think to live with more boldness, like to do, there's so many things.
More audacity.
Yeah, with more audacity. Because there's so many things I look at now and I'm just like, I should have just like, I'm looking, but I'm like, why didn't I get to do this? And I was doing it and I was there just whiling away, wasting away.
Just leave that one. That's you. Because even till this day, in our friendship, there are things I'm like, do this.
No, and that's why I'm still like that. But now I even regret it more because there's so many things I would have done. I would have taken advantage of in China. It's not like I didn't like have fun.
Okay.
And I also wish I traveled more in China, but that was not really my fault because of school. They didn't let us travel because of COVID.
Okay.
That's another thing that really they didn't let us travel because of COVID. But I just feel like there's so many other things I would have done if I was living with more audacity, basically. If I would have embraced it more. And also, I wish I was more fluent with language. That's one thing I feel like would have helped me now.
You didn't try to learn or?
I didn't try enough. That's like I wasn't intentional about
Maybe you
it.
thought you did it.
Yeah, it was that thing where
now
it's
you're
like,
back and you're
yeah,
like, I could have.
because it was even annoying me then. You'd be fighting with Chinese people like with language. It was just annoying. But now it's just like, why? Like I would have been more intentional. And I think that's where the friend thing really plays a role. Because my friends that are close with Chinese people, their Chinese is much better. Because then you have people like you're communicating. But imagine you're in China, you're still speaking English every other day. You won't improve.
It's even true. What's the official language? Are you guys learning in English or you were learning?
No, we're learning English too. So we didn't need to. We didn't need to learn Chinese. But we learned Chinese, but it was just like, it was on the side. It was not so serious. I wish I was more intentional with language, and I wish I lived with more. So that's what, like, anybody that's going to China, like, if you want to go to China, China is very beautiful. Like, explore it, enjoy it, eat the food, leave egusi alone. When you come as Nigeria, eat egusi. Enjoy the whole experience. China is very nice. Yeah, very beautiful place, actually. And it's very easy. That's why it's very easy to live in China. Very easy. Yeah.
Okay, you said you were going to tell us about how beautiful China was.
Oh, okay, about the good things. Okay, yeah, so it's not like I'm just complaining about China.
Okay, hold on, let's echo back. Okay. So tell us your worst and your best experience in China.
My worst experience in China? Yeah. That's hard though.
Something like when you look back, you're like, or your best, like something that when you remember, you just smile and be like, that was a good one.
I'm trying to think. You know, sometimes like my worst experience will have to do with like a person. Maybe somebody did.
No, it doesn't have. It can be an experience because let me give you an example of myself. Yeah. Like I don't know. At the time it happened, it was so funny. Like we couldn't even, I've spoken about it on my travel episode with my friend. Yeah. We had so me and my friend went to Lomé. Lomé is in Togo.
Oh, okay.
So we get to Lomé. Don't forget now you've passed Benin. You've gotten to Togo, and the language. I never
speak predominantly, like they're not predominantly English there.
No, French.
Oh yeah, I know, but I thought there will still be a lot of English.
No, and there are Yoruba people as well. So if you don't understand Yoruba, you don't understand French. So we get there, and the shock, the language shock first. I started crying. Because the guys.
So your French is not good.
The guys that were you think is the
my French is good. I'll try.
Bonjour.
I'll try there. I'll try.
You think is that primary school, secondary school? We got there. I couldn't communicate to say, oh, please take us somewhere. Well, this is Mr. Biggs. Is there nowhere? They didn't know where to take us to. They're just taking us to random places. Only God knows if they drove us to a cemetery. They didn't know where to take us. Then the second part was, in all this language, difficulty with language and all, we're just, now we're in Lomé. And that evening, one thing we actually did enjoy was the food. Imagine my shock. I was actually in uni then, and imagine my shock going somewhere. We were ordering like a spaghetti meal, and they brought bread.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, how?
Like Italian.
Carbohydrates versus carbohydrates. How am I eating bread with spaghetti? Then there was that. Then there was, one evening we used to go out in the evenings to have their street food. So there was this snack, I think yam baked in butter and sugar and now fried. Something funny then, have it with chicken
sounds like China.
Or turkey. Imagine us going on. Imagine that since we left Nigeria, I've not heard anything that sounds like English. So thankfully we had somebody that was with us that knew how to speak the language. My sister, we're just walking on the road. Then we heard P-Square song. We stopped though, we didn't move.
Where did you stop?
That's the only familiar thing I've spoken about it.
You felt like you were at home for a minute. You felt like you were at home for a minute.
I think we stopped. Like, that was the only familiar thing that we stopped until the P-Square song finished before we moved. It was almost like we're in a trance when the music came on. We're like, what? Like, are you for real? It was so funny. Like, looking back, at the time, it wasn't so. Yeah, I remember my friend was like, oh, we should continue. I was like, no. I'm going back home. I'm going home.
It's just when you look back, you're like, okay. Yeah. That was funny.
Now, everything I experienced on that trip now is very funny. Like, when I tell when I was visiting Messi. Like Messi was laughing. Like,
but back then it felt like
it wasn't funny. Like I don't even think I spoke about it for like a year because it was like I thought I was traveling. Like
this is not what you were promised. Like,
and it's like I suffered. But looking back, I didn't really. We got to buy, a couple of things and just come back. I just remember.
I want to try.
Maybe.
So for China, right? Terrible, like my worst experience.
Yeah.
I can't pinpoint. That one was bad. The police one I described to you.
Okay.
That was bad because that was a bit scary.
Can imagine the panic.
Yeah, that was a bit scary. I think COVID, the first time COVID hit.
Yeah.
That was very bad. I think that was my worst experience because imagine, like, I think some people knew about COVID even in China as it was happening, but I didn't hear a single thing about it.
Okay.
You just come back and they just tell you you're locked, like you can't go outside.
Okay.
You're like locked inside. Then you start to hear videos went up, you're not seeing videos online like on our Chinese apps of people falling down and they have died and they're like, no, nobody's coming out of this place.
Scary.
So it was like a thing where like it was not like a final like doomsday type of thing where everybody's gonna die.
God,
so it was scary. Like, my mom was even calling me and saying, she's hearing this. So I think that was like my scariest moment in China when it just started. Yeah. Like I was like, what is happening? I did not even know.
Just flashed in my head now. Like, sorry to cut you. I'm just imagining the guilt your father must have felt.
Yeah, because it was like, I told you, don't let me go here. And it was like, I'm sure he felt, yeah, that's true. So that was actually very scary because I was like, what's going on? And that type of thing happening. I was just, in second year? I just started second year. So you're not even like fully braced into like the system. Integrated yourself into China. So it was like, and the best time for like the end of the world to happen, at least let it be when you're with your family at home. Yeah. Or you're just somewhere stranded. And that type of thing is, and you're locked. So it was just like, what's happening? So I think that was like my worst experience.
And I think you also mentioned the loneliness you felt.
Yeah. That was, during COVID, there was, the loneliness. That was at its peak. Loneliness was bad. It was very, very bad. Some people were even losing their minds. Wow. Like somebody in my school, like, ran mad. Like, she actually lost her mind.
Was it Nigerian? Like,
no, she wasn't Nigerian. Like,
not foreign.
She was African, but she wasn't Nigerian. Yeah. Some people even lost their minds. It was like very bad. So sometimes it happens in China. Like there's so many people. We have like a large in my school. Some other people, like some other schools, even worse because there's no like the African community is not big. The Nigerian community is not big. But from my school, we had a big Nigerian community. But you're there, but you still feel lonely. Yeah, you still feel like there are a lot of people, but you still feel lonely. So sometimes it happens.
Sorry, how about your best moment?
Okay, my best moment. There are a lot of them.
Okay, let's have it.
I think my first trip was really good. The one I'm telling you about.
Because you made money.
No. But it was really good. Also, every other time, like I would do like intentional things with my friends. Okay. And we'll like, even if we could not leave the city, but we would like plan something away from like where we stay and all. I think those moments, those moments with like my circle.
You're a girl's girl.
Yeah, of course not. Remember my birthday?
Your birthday.
No boys allowed.
You made us wear black.
That's not going to be easy. So I think with like my people, those like generally are my best moments. I'm trying to think of, is there any like special highlights? I can't really think.
You never celebrated a birthday.
Of course I did. Well, that's still like what I'm describing with my people.
You never went to the club.
No, I never. No. What's that? No, never went.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So final notes. What's your advice to any Nigerian going to China to study?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
China is a beautiful place. Don't mind everything was said here. It's actually beautiful. Oh, I didn't even get to say the good part of China. China is very safe. Coming from Nigeria, you appreciate the safety of China.
Really?
It's very, very safe. Like, I don't know. I've never been to any country as safe as China. Okay. Like, you can be out walking at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. You're not even thinking, like, there's no thoughts of what will happen to me. You're just walking as a woman. Imagine as a woman on your own, like 4 a.m., no threats whatsoever. Wow. So China is very safe, like everything, very safe. The people are good, like they have discipline, I think, because of the way their like government system is. So they are principled people. Like, and we know when people are principled, you don't have things like theft, a lot of crime. You can be sure that maybe I'm leaving something here is safe. China is, yeah. So the safety part is top tier. Then they have good food. That's relative. Some people beg to differ.
People think it's only noodles that's in the Chinese.
Yeah, no, that's the stereotype. But they have everything. They have rice. Okay, not everything, but they have rice. It's even rice. Rice is even the problem with China.
So rice is the staple.
Oh my God, you eat rice, Taya. Like rice, a lot of rice. Then noodles, rice. There are a lot of things. And there are a lot of things, a lot of variety. Like maybe you want to go out to have dinner or something, you can do traditional Chinese food. There are also a lot of foreign restaurants to try. They have everything basically. If you're craving English food, there's English food. If you want like typical Chinese food, it's there. So I feel like their food is good. You survive. You have like variety, and also they also have Nigerian places. That's what you're like feeling. So what else?
Your advice for Nigerians?
Yeah. So China is beautiful. I feel like embrace everything that comes with China. Learn the language, it's very important. If you learn the language, your life will be so much easier. So much easier. Because so many issues I had in China, honestly, is language related. Because even when I was talking about defending yourself, it's just because, like, imagine somebody comes and they are saying whatever they are saying. I cannot defend myself. Do you get? Yeah. And whatever you want, maybe you want to use a translator, you can always be taking. They can always switch what you're saying. But if you're confident in like speaking, communicating well with Chinese people, I feel like you won't have like a lot of issues. And I think they even respect you when you can speak their language.
Okay.
They're nicer to you. They respect you more when you can speak their language. So I think you should be very intentional about learning the language. That's very important. Like, dedicate a lot of time to learning their language. Also, try to mix with as many people as possible, as different countries. Like, if you're into that, like, mix with as many people as possible. Meet Chinese people, the nice ones. They're very nice. They're welcoming. I used to see Chinese people, like, I've had friends that were so close to Chinese people that they always, if there are celebrations, they go to they'll be very quick to invite you for dinner in their house. Wow. They welcome you in. You can even stay. So they are very warm people. Some of them. So I feel like you should embrace the experience. Don't live in fear. Basically.
I mean, you live in fear.
Don't live in fear. And be good. Don't go and be doing drugs and fraud. Because
don't carry Nigerian grab.
You won't end well for it. And if you're a man, if Chinese women are your thing, be careful. Oh, we used to have funny stories where Chinese women will go and report, like, let me say you break their heart. They will bring police for you.
As if you break their heart?
Yeah. They can, like, implicate you, say you hit them or something.
Oh, okay.
And
not that you broke their hearts. That's not a crime.
No. But they'll like try to mess you up.
Yeah, I get it.
So like a lot of foreign men, black men that used to move crazy with Chinese women. You think, oh, is your black sister that you can do anyhow? They'll deal with you because you're in their country. They'll deal with you. So also be careful. Like, it's good to be very, very careful in China. Be careful of people you hang out with, because another thing about China is that your circle can implicate you like very fast. I've seen a lot of situations in China where it was wrong being in the wrong place at the wrong time. You were not doing anything wrong, but you were just at the wrong place
with the wrong people.
Yeah, because let me say, like, you're with somebody that is into, maybe that is a serious fraudster, and they come in here now for some reason. Maybe the police has been tipped or something, and they come in here. They're taking everybody.
Are you serious?
Maybe until they clear you, but they're taking all of you. You're sure gonna be involved. So be very careful, like very careful about your circle. That's important too. And just try to not break their rules. Just it's not hard. It's not really hard. Just don't break their rules and basically enjoy China. Yeah, enjoy China. It's very beautiful. Explore, travel. Oh, especially now that there's no COVID ban, travel. You love China, travel a lot, go to the villages, the ancient cities, try out all their things. You love China. Because now I see my friends that are still there and could not travel all the 6 years. They are doing all the traveling now, and they are living their best life. Like travel. And it's very cheap. That's another good thing about China. Okay. All these things are very, very easily accessible, very easy to move around, very easy to travel, very easy to just like live life on a budget. It's not like Nigeria that everything you have to plan serious money. China, you can just like few bucks, like how much is a train? Just enter a train, go to any city you want. Very cheap. Just very, very cheap thrills. Very easy.
You'll not go back to China like this.
We'll see. Stay tuned. We'll see. So it's very easy to actually do these things on a budget. You don't even have to live too lavish. It's very easy to do these things on a budget. Then also find opportunities. Working in China is illegal for a student. So that's another way to get in trouble. But you can find opportunities. There are opportunities in China. So yeah, just take advantage of it basically. You enjoy it. You enjoy China.
All right. Thank you so much, Idio, for coming. I feel like I should.
It has been overdue.
Finally.
It has been overdue. 1 year overdue.
Thank you so much for coming. I hope to have you back on. I hope to have you again.
We'll see.
We will.
If you beg me,
of course we will see. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please share this episode with your friends, your family, and don't forget to check us out again. Bye. See you on our next one.